Yo, can we talk about how ERCOT specifically said 78 degrees, but it's still mad cold in here, and I got a hoodie on?
They said 78. That's kind of a wild.
Yo, 78 is crazy.
That is ridiculous. Mind you, this is the only room in this apartment that gets cold.
That's fair.
This is the only room in this entire apartment. Every other place feels like fucking 78.
Yo, I said I'm a bad person. I said 73.
You be at 73?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll set that shit to 69. Don't fuck with me. Like I don't give a fuck right now.
Bro, we're at 103. It's 103 outside, and ERCOT really be out here like, yo, 78.
Yeah. First of all, ERCOT needs to just get their shit together.
Why is it my fault
that their shit's fucked up?
Like I'm paying.
Like I'm supposed to be doing something.
I pay Centerpoint, bro.
You be paying Centerpoint?
Well, I pay TXU, but everybody technically pays Center.
That was like the first thing of adulting that like confused the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Like when
no
you're like,
one explains it to you.
No, they're just like, I thought Centerpoint was a provider. Like I thought that I could like.
Yeah.
I thought that I could get Centerpoint.
If you're charging me, is because you running my electricity, but it's like you just brought it to me somehow.
It makes absolutely no sense. It was like when I was like, oh, I thought it was like TXU Reliant Centerpoint.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no. It's like
it's really Reliant TXU,
and then they
Centerpoint's
all
the middleman.
Yeah, they all like get. I don't know. It's so weird, but I'm like, whatever, dog. I just need to be on my computer, dog. To be honest, I just need electricity.
Yeah.
But this actually brought up an interesting question because in Houston, we've kind of been stuck with situations like this. If you had to choose, would you rather be without power or without water? We're talking about for like maybe like 2 weeks at least. Like an extended period of time where you have to live life like this for a little bit, go through your routines.
Without power?
Or would you...
No, but like what... It depends what season it is.
That's the thing, right?
Because if it's midsummer right now when it's 103 outside, like I had to walk on. Obviously, I'm wearing a t-shirt under this, and I know this room mad cold, but also I wanted to flex a little. But yeah, no, I think it depends on the season. Because if it's like this right now, I'd rather not have water, bro. I'd just shower at the YMCA. I don't know.
Figure something out.
Yeah,
figure something out. But you can't be without power. All right. What about it's winter?
Then it's Then I'd rather have no power because it's not gonna be hot. Like it
won't be hot. But what if it's? Remember when we have the freeze?
No, I know it's gonna be mad cold. You just get more blankets. Like it's not like I'm not a baby, so like I ain't gonna die. Like I'm not gonna freeze to death.
You might freeze to death.
I'm not gonna freeze to death.
I feel like you'd be the type to freeze to death.
I'm not the type to freeze to death.
How you gonna know what the type you be?
Because, bro, I'm a little thicker now.
the marriage weight got you?
Yo, can we talk about how Hispanic parents are the original body shamers?
Talk to me.
Like, there ain't no body positivity in Hispanic households.
Not only that, there's no body positivity in Hispanic households, but all they do is make flour tortillas.
Yeah, bro, like...
They're giving you homemade flour tortillas while telling you need to lose weight.
I pulled up, and my mom's was like, yeah, you look married now.
That's the way she said it. At least she tried to say it the most nice way possible, though. It seemed like.
And then she told my wife. She told my girl. She goes, "Yeah, don't let him eat dinner past 8 o'clock."
What? She telling you how to like diet? She's trying to tell you like what your feeding window should be?
Yeah. And she was like, "Stop buying big clothes." She's like, "I know you like the like loose fitting and like it's in right now, but stop."
Why?
Because then she's like, because then you like think you can keep going.
Yo, she's trying to not give you any room to grow.
Yeah. She's like, you're a good size. Stay there.
Bro, what? Did you tell her that anytime they do that?
I don't even weigh that much, bro. Like, I'm at a normal weight. I weigh 155.
Do you tell her that she's old?
No, I like my life.
Nah, that's what you got to do. You just got to flip it on her. Because you got to be like, yo, I could reverse this weight, but like you can't reverse your age. And
I mean, I can't. No one can.
Well, yeah, I know, but you just got to make them feel old, dog. You just got to like, even if they ain't even that old, I'll be making my parents feel mad old. They ain't even that old.
Your parents are not old at all.
Nah, I'll be like, yo, how was it like when y'all went to that one concert where like the Tyrannosaurus Rexes were playing? Like, how was that?
Disrespectful.
Like, how was seeing the first ever musical instrument played? Like, how was that? Was that? I'll be like, yo, how interesting was it to see like the first computer get brought into homes?
Like, I mean, if anything, they saw like the first Warped Tours, huh?
I'm saying they were seeing Green Day when like Jimmy Eat World and Weezer were like opening up for them and stuff like that. Like, Like it was a wild time back then. It was a wild time back then. They old, dog. I'm sorry. I'm saying
not
it.
old, bro.
I'm saying it, bro. They way too old. Like
we're gonna
like,
we're gonna blink and we're gonna be that age.
That's the problem. But I'm just trying to like push it on them I'm projecting on them for the meantime.
Okay.
I'm just projecting on them for the meantime.
Okay.
Because like I don't know, man. Like it's crazy because I'll just be like, yo, how did it feel like when the first motion picture like ever came to y'all city? Like to be able to like go out and like enjoy an actual motion picture. Like how crazy was that?
Yo, you so disrespectful, dog.
No, it's just insane. You know what I mean? Like that we're living in the time that we're living in. You know, like everything's like just progressing.
Talking about motion pictures, can you? This is what makes me feel old. I don't understand this minion thing in the black suits.
I don't either. All I know is I think it was a TikTok trend. But what I've been kind of hearing about it is like if you think about when we were maybe it's like the generation right below us that like when did Despicable Me first come out? Like who was it for the kids? Like what kids was it for? It might have been for us.
No, I want to say were we in high school when the very like I
so
feel
maybe like how old is your
like,
sister?
She's 22.
And I feel like it was for her.
Yeah.
I feel like when Despicable Me came out, so now think about your sister, a 22-year-old now, who is seeing, how do you get people to care about a movie that's aged out as far as like the beginning? Yeah, you can get the kids to be interested in it and they might, but you want people who are like 22.
Dang, bro, 2010.
2010.
So we were freshmen in high school.
All right, so specific. So it makes more sense it would be for your sister.
Yeah. She was a kid. Right. She was like in 5th grade.
All right, so you have these 22 to like 24-year-olds who are now here at their life now. Some of them are having kids and are taking their kids, but some of them are just online, like young kind of teenage kids who are online. And now there's TikTok crazes going on about putting on a suit and going to Minions, and it creates this like marketing that seems organic, like for the streets. Like now we know we can't just like sell you this movie in the traditional kid way, but we can sell you this movie as like a TikTok trend.
But like, can we talk about like the weird evolution that the Minions had? So it's like they came on the scene, they were cute, they like exploded, and then they turned into weird Facebook memes that like your grandma uses like out of context.
Well, yeah, it's just the imagery. So it's like once people use it, it's like with memes, it doesn't matter. It's just the message you're trying to get across. No one knows where the origin really comes from. When you see a funny meme face, you just put it to your life and your situation.
No,
but like,
I understand
it's the
memology.
internet gremlins.
Yeah,
it's the internet gremlins who just like throw these things into like the zeitgeist of the memes. Like you got to create the memes, and then it doesn't really matter what the thing is. It's just getting that emotion across. So your grandma's like, that is how I feel. I do feel like this minion right now.
Yeah,
I do be feeling like this minion sometimes. And if they haven't seen the movie, they don't even really have any sort of like frame of reference.
They don't even connect the two.
They have no frame of reference, which is usually, if you've studied memology, usually there's a deeper layer. So there's like the surface level that your grandma would get. And then there's a deeper internet layer that you'd have to kind of be well-versed in memology and internetology to kind of understand the grander scheme of the meme. It's like memeception. It's multi-layered memes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's just something about, what do you think memes are going to be like in the metaverse? Because now we're going to be everything that we see now on the internet, we'll be interacting with them. We'll be interacting with things.
So are glitches just going to be memes? Like, is that what?
No, I don't think glitches will be memes. What I think is like,
because those are some of my favorite memes, like the Sims glitches when they're like, are like all twisted.
Dude, you know what would be insane? All right.
Tell me.
Damn it. I'm wilding.
Okay.
We're in the metaverse.
Okay. We're cooling it in the metaverse. Okay.
So instead of like, because now you'll go to like a meme page. iFunny's outdated, but people used to go to iFunny and like scroll through the memes and stuff.
2010 again. Back to that time.
Now I think we'll be in a place where you really just go to like a meme-seum or something like that, where you basically just walk into a building and it's like the history of memes. Like you see everything from like, the inception
do you remember
to how things are going now.
The first memes that were like those weird smiley faces.
Why memes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, owned memes and like, those were like the OGs. You'd see like the meme makers where it's like pick a picture, pick a top thing to say, pick a bottom thing to say.
And then you have like the Dwight from The Office memes.
Then things just got so like meta, if you will, like so like.
Do you think it's because people love inside jokes?
Yes.
That's what like they bring that sense of camaraderie of like
that's the community. It's the internet community of like only us who are in this internet subculture niche know what we're talking about. And if enough of us say this inside joke, people are going to wonder what's going on. And it works even better if it literally means nothing.
Yeah.
Like YoungBoy better.
Right.
Like I think that's one of the peak things of like, yes, it started as people saying that YoungBoy was better than whatever artist they're saying. Mm-hmm. But then it became later on to like, it doesn't matter what's going on. It's like Lori Lightfoot. Nah, YoungBoy better.
Yeah. Like, like Soulja Boy saying he's the first to ever do anything.
Right. Which he was though. But
yeah.
But like that is the thing now.
Louis Armstrong wasn't the first man on the or no, sorry, whatever Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong? No,
Lance Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong wasn't the first man on the moon. It was Soulja Boy.
It really was though, but it's because people don't know. Because like Neil Armstrong was the first one that like NASA, the U.S. like sanctioned to go. Mm-hmm. But before that, they were doing some sort of like Bape collab with like Japan because it was like a space race thing. Yeah. And so what happened was he had gone to the moon for like an ad campaign for Bape where they were basically trying to say like, we out of this world. And that was the whole idea. We're going to go out to the moon to show that we out of this world. And that's when Soulja Boy did it first. But then like NASA was like, hey, we're officially as a country going to the moon and stuff like that. But
yo, since we're on the topic of space, and I guess we might as well roll the clip where we, started the pod.
Two, one. Welcome to the 2.5 Citizens podcast. I'm Zen.
Okay, since we were talking about space, I'm wearing a hoodie, but like I'm trying to put a tinfoil hat under this hood. I got a tinfoil hat.
Kind of like that way. You kind of have like a tinfoil yarmulke, just kind of on the backside. Yeah.
100%. So I don't know if you follow NASA on Instagram.
I don't follow NASA specifically, but I follow like NASA adjacent people. Like how close is Neil deGrasse Tyson to NASA?
Yeah. That's basically following NASA.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So what was it, like a couple of days ago they posted
new telescope drop?
Not the new telescope, or like pictures. Was it pictures captured by the telescope?
Apparently it was like the most powerful telescope ever.
Yeah. And it was like all those people saying they fake. People saying cap.
Why are they saying cap? Do you know? Is anybody explaining what they think is cap about
I asked one of these conspiracists, why is this cap?
A family member, possibly?
Potentially, allegedly.
I don't know her, but when you talk about her, she sounds wild as fuck.
No, it wasn't her. It was someone I know though.
All right. An acquaintance.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, like why is it fake? And this person goes, yo, it's because like look at how colorful it is. Like, ain't no way this wasn't like edited like on whatever. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm sure it was edited. Like, I'm sure they added maybe some color or made it brighter because, marketing. Like, if you're NASA and you're the marketing team for NASA, you're saying, yo, the whole point is to maintain funding. Let's make people like colors. Like, it's scientifically proven. Like, if you put your iPhone on gray mode, you don't want to look at that.
Yeah, like, that's a way for certain people to be like, yo, I need to stop using my phone as much. I'm putting it on grayscale.
Yeah, exactly. So they they probably enhance some of the colors, so people are like, "Yo, space is amazing. Let's keep funding this."
But I guess part of it, there was a before and after. Apparently, there was like a old telescope picture, new telescope picture, and I guess they're trying to claim that that telescope is able to give such a brighter view, and a lot of the things in the distance are like galaxies disintegrating or whatever.
Yeah. And then I was like, so I think it's just like my thing was saying, I was like, I think it's just marketing, but like, give me your reason on why you think the marketing is for New World Orders. Like,
yeah, like what makes it so bad, by the way? Like, what is in my opinion, like what is so wrong about if you completely create a fake thing and tell us that like things that are going out there that are
but
not.
But if you enhance like certain colors, so like people want to look at it,
right? Like, I don't know. It was an interesting picture though. Like, I ain't even gonna front. Like,
no, it looks sick.
It's so crazy to just think about the galaxy in like that way. Mm-hmm. Because it really does make you seem so small.
Are you an aliens person or no aliens?
Yeah, I'm an aliens person. Don't even get me started. Not only
do you hear Tom DeLonge on Stevo's podcast?
No, I've heard him on a lot of other podcasts though. He's been crazy on some other ones. I just haven't gotten to see what his up to date stuff with his company's done, because he's gotten like crazy undisclosed documents actually out in the public. Like at first he looked wild,
but it's like insane that the guy that wrote All the Small Things, I don't know if he wrote it, but like, you know,
it was involved with it.
That's involved with like all those songs is like doing all this and getting like all these secret files from the government.
Yeah, no, he went like all in. He's not even just like a crazy UFO conspiracy. They don't even call them UFOs anymore, right? He doesn't call them UFOs.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't call them UFOs. I forgot what the name was, but yeah.
Yeah, but they call them something completely different now.
Yeah. And
because I guess they're identified now, so they're just like, I don't know. But regardless, I have seen him on his like alien stuff, and it is a crazy thing. But not only do I think that aliens like are a thing, I think they're aware of us. I think that we're kind of, I don't know about necessarily being monitored by aliens, but I definitely think there's a possibility that they have something to do with like the civilization we've created, because we were just kind of like,
did
chilling.
They make the frogs gay?
They may have made the frogs gay. But you know that whole like Joe Rogan, it's not a Joe Rogan theory, but the theory Joe Rogan talks about a lot.
What?
Which is basically there was like a large period of time, like if you look at human evolution, there was a period of time like we were just doing our thing, and then there was like this period where like our brains got significantly bigger and they can't really explain why. Mm-hmm. Some people say that it's like mushrooms, that like we basically ate micro doses of mushrooms when we're trying to like experiment on what it could do if we could eat it and stuff.
So we were microdosing?
We were microdosing, and apparently that made our brains like larger throughout this period of time and like made us reproduce more. But there's also the idea that like, let's just say we were just like monkeys, and then an alien came down here, and then like we apparently like the way that we are able to like breed with each other is the way that a manipulated species like dogs can breed. That's the reason like all sorts of species of dogs can breed and there's no issues, because we've manipulated it. So it's like as humans, we've been able to like just kind of like crossbreed in this way because we're like...
You do realize race isn't real, right?
I get it, but it's like basically like our types and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I listened to a podcast, dog. I don't know what to tell you. I heard a podcast. Some people were talking about it. They were white, okay? And now,
okay. So they really do think that race is different.
Now there's the idea.
It's not just pigmentation.
There's the idea that we are manipulated by something else, possibly. And then maybe we're being monitored. Maybe now we are being like, they're seeing their experiment come to fruition.
Gotcha. So the fact that people, you know, that might live closer to the equator might be darker.
No. You're trying to use mainstream science. We don't be messing with mainstream science. First of all.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
First of all,
you know why? It's because I drank this Sprite and it's got artificial sugar, and I didn't drink my raw goat milk today. I didn't throw 2 eggs in there.
Have you seen the Liver King? Like,
bro, he's not natty. Like he's droid up.
No, it's liver. You just don't understand.
No, bro. No, okay, like I understand that you're being sarcastic.
You don't understand the powers of liver, though.
No. Stop it. Stop it right now. The
raw liver specifically.
No, bro. The world doesn't know you're being sarcastic. I need you to like just break character. For,
No. It's the raw liver. You don't understand the powers of that, and you wouldn't, because once you start trying to try it, you understand that it's no, like for real. I've been on raw liver lately.
No, you have not.
Well, no, I'm starting with cooked liver, to be honest. Buttered garlic liver, but
I will give you liver and onions. That's actually kind of good.
No, I don't think it ever would be. No, don't even stop trying to humanize liver. Stop trying to humanize liver. It's not a thing. He's roided up.
Okay, thank you. So when I try to play along,
Yeah, nah. Yo, Pablo, could you just like be real? Could you just be serious for a second?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you just be serious for a second?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
God, dude, it's like you can never just be serious for a second, dog. It's like I'm just trying to tell you about how the world is out here believing that raw liver is like the key to getting completely shredded, and that it's not steroid use, and you're just over here talking about liver and onions. Like it's insane to me. Like you can never just be serious, dog. Like God.
Yeah.
But let's get serious, dog.
Let's get serious. So drinking your own pee.
All right, was that a conversation? I heard that as a conversation.
Logically, though, if your body's getting rid of it, why are you putting it back in?
Right, but apparently it's like your own urine is okay for you. Other people's urine is toxic for you. By my understanding.
You know how stupid that sounds?
It does sound extremely stupid, but it's your own, in a way, I don't understand it at all. As a positive thing.
So, okay, wait. No, that's too odd. I go say it.
What about testicles? Animal testicles.
Okay.
Eating testicles.
Uh-huh.
For the sake of, like, back in the day. So the Liver King says, which, I mean, this one's based in truth, I'm pretty sure, about we would eat the entire animal all the time throughout, like, you know, all of civilization coming up, and now all of a sudden we like afraid of testicles and afraid of tongue and afraid of
I'll mess up some lengua.
Afraid of liver, afraid of raw liver, and we would eat things raw. I mean, we did cook things once we figured out how to make fire, but So
are you saying fire made is like weak?
Oh yeah, fire in the wheel made us soft, dog.
Wait, yo. The Liver King should try to eat like raw chicken just to prove how manly he is.
That's different, dog. The salmonella. Nah, you just gotta go for the liver.
No. If you natty enough and you believe that you're natty enough, you could eat raw chicken.
Another thing too is I think the wheel and fire are both like nerd discoveries. Like real men who are out there like hunting don't have time to sit around playing with rocks, seeing if something's gonna spark. And, like, don't got time to be, like, working, like, playing with wood. First of all, whoever made the wheel was gay. Playing with wood until it's rounded out enough to move.
Yo.
Well, all real men would just be on horseback.
You remember how Andrew said that Michelangelo was gay?
Is that, like, proven?
Like, the guy that, like, made, like, the statue of David, you know, where he's got, like, the little wiener and he's like...
Yeah.
You telling me a straight man made that?
Yes.
Nah.
What are you talking about?
Nah, bro.
Dude, yes. That is straight. Like 100%, like straight, dog. Like, nah. First of all, nah, dog. Stone cold straight. That's why they carved in stone. Just stone cold straight, dog. Just like,
so
like,
if it was
like
a wooden
toxically masculinely straight.
Okay.
Because like,
so if
they was gay, he would have threw some schlongs on it. If he was gay, because you have to think about it like this. Okay. If he was gay, first of all, if he was gay, he'd have never made these statues. I'll be real with you. He'd just be carving dildos, to be honest with you. Like, that would be how it starts. And then, if anything, he would have been, like, carving up some dildos and then been like, yo, I'll just make the whole statue. They would have been making OG sex dolls. But because they're stone cold straight, like, just 100% straight.
Stone cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. They don't even want to like entice themselves with such large schlongs.
So now back to our conversation from yesterday. If the statue of David had a mustache on it, then would that mean he was gay too?
It would mean that so it wouldn't mean that the person who made the statue was gay, but it would mean that he carved a gay person into a statue.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like he was like, I want to create a gay statue. And like that is what he created.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't necessarily mean that he was gay. That's just his interpretation. Not even interpretation, like objective visualization of a gay person.
But to add context to our listeners and our viewers.
I read a tweet that basically said if a straight man wears a mustache, they're queer baiting. And I wholeheartedly agree. Unless you're in a uniform. If you're in a uniform and you don't do that job, then you better be a stripper. Either one. Cop uniform, firefighter uniform,
blue collar,
pilot uniform, plumber uniform, construction worker, neon vest. Either one of those things, if you're wearing that, then it's okay if you're actually doing the job. If you're just wearing the clothes and not doing the job, you better be a stripper. You better be a stripper. And then if you're just walking around...
Like if you like work at Wall Street?
Yeah, no. Meaning like if you're like cosplaying as a cop with a mustache, then you better be a stripper. Uh-huh. And then if you're walking around in civilian clothes with a mustache, you better be sucking dicks. Like that's just what it is. Like, no, but like, not like just objectively because it's almost disrespectful. Like, okay, better yet said, it's almost homophobic. If you walk around with a mustache on, not sucking dicks. Like, truly, because what you're doing, I'm trying to put this in a way of like, I'm trying to find this like the equivalent with women, but honestly, nah, women are versatile. Men, one-sided coins, you either wearing a mustache, sucking dicks, or doing a profession. That's what it is. And stripping is a profession, but it's one of the two.
Yeah. They know in between.
Bill Burr has that joke. He had a special that just came out, which actually let's get into a few topics because I kind of want to talk about this and a few other things. There's been an influx in content in the comedy space lately. One thing that we've kind of dive into a lot, especially because we've been having a lot of comedians on. We consider this a comedy podcast. We have just been more and more interested with what's going on, like the stand-up kind of community. Yeah. And more I've been seeing these YouTube specials pop up. Mm-hmm. And some of the best specials that I've ever seen have been YouTube specials lately. Okay. So probably like, I don't know if it came out this year, but as far as like recent specials that dropped, Shane Gillis live from Austin, probably on the top. And it's a YouTube special.
Is that where he has that football joke? Where it's like if you want to be
just respected full blown, in America, run it down your nose ball club. Yeah. That whole special is insane. You might have seen the clip because that one was rolling around, but like if you watch the full special, really really good. Okay. Now, the people who are at the top just get handed specials, and it's good. It's like what their platform needs. They need people that are gonna bring eyes no matter what they put out. For starters, I think. I don't know what deal like Dave Chappelle has as far as like how many specials he's got to deliver to Netflix and like, but like I don't know if you recently saw it wasn't a comedy special, it was like him talking at a school that he went to when they were naming the school, naming the theater after him, and he did like a whole speech, and that was put on Netflix as a special. Yeah, that whole speech. That was a really good speech.
It was funny too.
It had funny parts. It wasn't necessarily a funny whole thing though.
It's like introspective.
Yeah, no, it makes you think. Yeah. It's you hang on to everything. You're interested in everything Dave Chappelle has to say, even if it's not
He's
funny.
mastered the public
speaking game, and it's based on things like going to that school and learning all the things that he learned, which is what I think he was trying to like put across. But Bill Burr comes out the special, which is like a lot of people would kind of say like the white Dave Chappelle. As far as like goats in the space, a lot of people, of course, is like Dave Chappelle undisputed. But Bill Burr's name is always in the conversation. I watched the special, and it wasn't bad by any means, but it just wasn't inspiring, I guess, in a way where, like, I didn't hear the jokes and been like, oh, man, I wish I would have came up with that premise. Oh, that's a interesting way to look at it. Oh, I never would have thought about it like that. Or, wow, that's so hilarious that I'm rolling on the floor right now and I can't breathe. I had none of those emotions. I like saw the special and thought those jokes were okay. Those jokes were good. It wasn't a bad special, but I didn't leave feeling like
it didn't move you.
No, not so much so that usually I'm not one of the guys that like stops watching a special halfway through. I'm pretty like I will watch the whole thing, especially coming from podcasts. Like I'll just go the whole way. Yeah. I had to stop, like, I hadn't watched the last 20 minutes, and then I went back, watched it with other people, and watched the last 20 minutes, and still it just didn't feel like I got what I needed. But, I mean, it's good, and maybe I've just gotten in a different style of comedy lately. Because I think it was with Marlo that we were having this conversation about, like, genres don't get identified as much in comedy as they do in everything else. Right. Like, you can say you love music, and I can show you, like, the best metal band ever, and if you don't like metal, you could be like,
This trash.
This is trash. And I'll be like, nah, bro, like, it's really, like, the best. Like, I don't know, like, how you... And you'd be like, nah, that's trash. Okay, well, then it's just not for you. You like, Bad Bunny or whatever.
Why are you just going to throw Bad Bunny out, name, and then go like this?
I didn't mean to do like that.
That was mad disrespectful.
I'm having like a thing right now, dude. Like, I'm just been like me and Bad Bunny have been beefing, but he doesn't know I'm beefing with him.
Okay, all right, we'll go into that beef later, but
like...
Finish your thought.
But like, with comedy... You could show someone comedy and they'll be like, not only do I not like this, I think no one should like this. I think this should never be told in front of anybody else. I don't think that this is funny. Okay, well, that just might not be your genre of comedy.
Yeah.
And then people don't understand that as much. And so maybe that's the case for me in this one. Maybe it's just like I've gotten into so many different types of comedy that maybe this one necessarily wasn't for me.
I understand where it's like I personally don't find these jokes funny, but I can get behind you on that, but I can never get... I don't like the no one should ever hear these jokes kind of thing.
That's my whole thing too, is like, yo, there's always something going on. Like, all right, I know this is an extreme example, but there are so many different denominations of churches going on right now.
Sure.
So if I am a Christian...
Yeah.
Why would I go to a Catholic church and be like, y'all are wrong. Stop doing what you're doing right now. I know all of you guys are here because y'all like this church and y'all like this message, but this message is wrong. Mm-hmm. Well, just go to the place that fucking says the message you like. You know what I mean? Go to the church that matches your
Stop
beliefs.
Being caring about it.
Yeah, just go to your own church. So it's like going to a show and going to a comedian's show and then yelling out, no, stop this. That's not funny. Girl, then I don't know why I assume it's a girl. Person. That one was sexist. I apologize on that one. Person.
How dare you assume their gender too?
First of all, yes. Them. Please just go to where you feel comfortable in an environment that you're going to enjoy. All of this stuff at the end of the day, not church, but all of this stuff that we're talking about comedy-wise is entertainment. They're just trying to entertain people. If you're not entertained, then go somewhere else that entertains you.
Yeah. And I mean, like, but it is true, dude. Like, there's different kinds of comics. There's different styles of comedy. Like, you can't you can't really compare them either. Like, I would even argue that like someone like Kevin Hart had to switch up his style once he got to a certain height.
Because you have to kind of like, in order to be more universal.
Yeah.
But quickly, if we're going to be in this sort of realm of topics, let's quickly talk about this Andrew Schultz special that's coming out actually today when we film it. It would have already been out by the time this is out.
I do need to apologize. I mean for you to snitch on yourself, which I don't think I baited the snitching on you, the self-snitching.
Oh, okay.
I think you were trying to flex and you self-snitched.
Exactly. So the interesting thing about this special is the story behind it goes Andrew Schultz had a special deal with the streamer. He gets the special made. He gets it all edited. He gets it all tightened up. It's ready to go. He sends it to the streamer. The streamer goes, whoa, 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 whoa. That joke's wild. Cut it out. That line's wild. Cut it out. That is crazy. Like, it's going to create too much backlash, and we don't want to deal with the backlash. Mm-hmm. You have to cut this, that, and the third. Andrew Schultz goes, nah, I've been kind of going around the country telling these jokes to a lot of people, and people have been laughing. So I know that the people are going to think this joke is funny.
The internet is just not going to. Like,
well, not even the internet.
People in the internet.
Well, yeah, not even the internet. It's just you are afraid as a company to get backlash. And he's like, I understand that, but I am not going to like compromise my art.
Sure.
So what does he do? He spends his life savings to get his... Allegedly, right? That's what he says. He spends his life savings allegedly to get his special back. Now that he has a special, he is putting it up as a pay-per-view comedy special on his website. And it's not even really a pay-per-view. It's like you pay and then you have the special. Like, you could watch it. Apparently, you're going to get it into a link in your email and you'll still be able to watch it afterwards. But you buy the special from the website. And that is going to be the way he puts it out for his fans. To basically say, hey, as comedians, if you have a large enough fan base and you have your own leverage, You can do this by yourself and make way more money than you would with a streamer. And if this works to his advantage, then everyone else in the comedy space will either follow in suit or have to make the company or streamer leverage creative like control, saying, all right, look, I'll with you.
I'll still throw this crazy bread at you.
I'll still throw this bread at you, but I'm not going to give you any notes, because if I do give you notes, then you're just going to go do it by yourself.
Yeah.
So now it will basically create a place where no one's giving notes on comedy.
The idea is, right, that you don't have to be Dave Chappelle to get the creative freedom.
Right. Because Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr, whatever, can do and say whatever they want.
Yeah.
And the company is willing to take the backlash for it because they know the eyes they bring.
Right. And they know that they're going to bring more eyes because people are going to be like, oh, there's controversy? Like, I need to make sure, like, let me check it out, see if it's really that wild.
And I wonder if it's a streamer per streamer type thing, because this, like, all right, before we started, I showed you the abortion joke that he used as promo to say this is one of the jokes, specifically the last line that they wanted me to cut out of this special. So this is basically being like, did y'all think this was offensive? Mm-hmm. No, y'all thought it was funny, so come pre-order the special, because this is going to be a taste of what you're going to get over here. After that came out, so many articles started getting written about him from, like, you know, random blogs and stuff
TMC,
like that.
Like, blah, blah, blah.
All these things about, like, you know, abortion joke, whatever it is, but it's basically drumming up more and more attention, and it's like the perfect marketing scheme.
Yeah.
For him to do market on his own like that. So the special, I've gotten it. There's also like a live podcast type Q&A or something thing that's going on afterwards, which I may have also purchased, which is when I allegedly, possibly, theoretically could have snitched on myself.
Yeah, dry snitched on yourself.
Could have possibly, but
it wasn't a lyric, so it's not dry snitching.
No. It was, but like, no, what happened was I told you what I said, and then when I hung up, I was like, you know, I had to just flex in front of Pablo. I didn't really, like, you know, I didn't really do any of that. So I just had to, like, make him believe that I did so he could do it.
Yeah, and still may or may not have done it.
Right. So I just want to put that out there.
We'll see when the bank statement comes out.
But to be on to circle back before we move on to a few other topics on my qualms with Bad Bunny right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like Bad Bunny is overtaking my family.
Explain.
I've heard my wife refer to Bad Bunny as her man. I've heard her refer to Bad Bunny. I've heard her say things like, this is my favorite person in the entire world. I love him so much. And part of me, I'm just like, you know I exist, right? Like, you know I'm, like, right here. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just right here, like, just chilling, like, you know, living life and stuff like that, like, supporting you, like, emotionally, and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's Bad Bunny doing but singing recklessly about how first of all, Bad Bunny talking about how he, like, got so many girlfriends, like, he ain't gonna love you, like, he ain't gonna treat you right, like, you know this. Mm-hmm. Like, you know he toxic. Mm-hmm. But, like, y'all be putting yourselves in these situations. It's just upsetting, because I be seeing you too.
What?
I be seeing you on the Bad Bunny train over here. Like, I've seen your eyes, dog. Like, when like the After the Beach song comes on, dog, I be seeing you, dog. You be getting into a different mode. I feel like it's taken over this production, our family, the people that we love. It's just really getting to a place.
You're thinking of the children.
I'm thinking of the children and no one else is. Is what it feels like here. I feel like a single father being basically...
Who do you got beef with more?
Everyone's saying, I'm going to go run to listen to this Bad Bunny song real quick. I'll be right back. And they never return.
All right. Who you got beef with the most? Bad Bunny or Formula One?
Bad Bunny.
Okay.
But the problem is, I like Bad Bunny. Mm-hmm. So then it's like I'm being hurt. Like, Formula One, I'm like, okay, cool, it's fast. I never cared about cars in general. Mm-hmm. I've never even been a car person.
I'm not a car person either, but
I've always been like a music person, though. So, like, objectively, he's making very, very good music.
Yeah.
So it's also like...
So you hating from outside the club?
I'm hating from outside the club, being like, damn, and that soundscape was sick, though. I'm like, damn, is Travis Barker on those drums? What's going on here?
Yeah.
I'll be like, wait, how is he screaming? Is his vocal cords okay? How are he doing this? And then I'll be like, bro, did you pull that record out of my Tia's house? Like, you going back. So, like, I see the creativity. I see how much he's, like, molding the space. And so I can't hate.
Yeah.
I can't hate. So it's like I would give him props if everyone else wasn't already giving him all the fucking props.
This just sounds like you're being a contrarian.
Nah, dog. It ain't even a contrarian thing, dog. It ain't even a contrarian thing. It's just like, how much love does one person need, dog? It's just like, it's like, how much love does one human need from the world, dog?
Okay, so what would it take for you to turn on Drake then? What if you wake up one day and Alicia's saying that's her man's and he's
maybe that's what it is. Because right now I'm the one holding it down for Drake. I'm always the one saying like, I feel like I'm in a toxic relationship. Just be like, you just don't understand him, okay?
Yeah.
Like you just don't understand, for one, the relationship that we have.
Yeah.
And I know that you think when he puts out bad albums that he's treating me badly, but like no, he's just like he's showing me my worth.
Because there's one or two songs, you know, like in toxic relationship, how there's those 2 or 3 good days
that you're like, you can't ever forget about. And you're like, regardless, you'll be like, yo, bro, like, how you gonna let Drake do that to you? Be like, but Jimmy Cooks went so hard though.
Yeah.
Jimmy Cook, he said Scrabble. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man.
Or you're like, Knife Talk though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But honestly, then you go back and you're like, these were great songs, just no one was no one was with the times yet. That's the thing, is like, it's just sometimes, here's the problem with Drake, is that sometimes I'm just like, I'm not mad at Drake. I'm mad at the world, because I'm just like, y'all just don't understand, right? Like, y'all, it's just upsetting to me that someone could be so uncultured. It's like when you're Drake and you're going around the world all the time and you're like constantly in all these different scenes and you're with all these things, you know what I mean? And you're just out there living life. You're seeing something that like someone who's just sitting in like Mississippi ain't gonna see. But they're going to be on Twitter. They're going to be on Twitter talking about like, man, this here right now ain't the Drake that I remember.
Yeah.
You know, he over here playing these boom ba-da-doom songs. Everything just sounds just like passion fruit. And I'm like,
why did you take my take and just add a country accent to it?
No. First of all, I'm not even speaking a country accent. That was just like, that was you, dog. First of all, that was my Pablo impersonation. But
damn.
Where are you going next weekend?
Brother.
I mean, where are you heading this coming week? Like, I feel like you were heading somewhere, weren't you?
North Carolina.
Yeah. So how you gonna tell me anything about anything? Like, you heading there to those people? Like you going into more nothingness, which is so wild to me.
Yeah.
Is like, yo, we're over here like close to the edge where you can see beauty. Let me go in. Let me go away.
Nah, bro, that's where Jordan lives.
Okay, and what is that supposed to mean? What is North Carolina known for? Other than Jordan living there.
UNC?
Is there any natural anything that's like...
Yeah, like all them lakes and stuff.
All them lakes and stuff. Name one of them lakes. Name one of them lakes.
Bro, the North Carolina lake.
Let's get into a few topics here, because obviously someone didn't pass geography.
Oh, I know you ain't talking, bro. Tell me where the Mediterranean is located.
The Mediterranean restaurant's right here down the street, dog. I just passed it on my way in. Speaking of places that no one wants to go to, there was a young rapper. I wouldn't even say young and up and coming rapper. He's pretty established. That has been spending his days out in Utah lately, awaiting a trial, and the trial has happened. At least one of the 2 pending trials that he has.
TK?
NBA YoungBoy.
Oh.
Was in house arrest in Utah after he had gotten 2 different federal charges. And, you know, anytime you're dealing with the feds, it's like, what, they have like a 90-some% like conviction rate. Like they don't like to lose, basically. Like, if they're going to go through all this shit, they're like making sure that they have all of this evidence that like they're going to get you. NBA YoungBoy just beat the California Fed gun case. Mm-hmm. So... NBA YoungBoy beat the feds. Now he the GOAT. He's got one more gun case that he's got to fight. But like, as far as beating the feds, Mayweather was there, backing him up. Lawyers were there, like whole squad. I don't know, man. How do we feel about this? He took it to trial and beat the case. Mm-hmm. And now he's got one more that he's gonna have to deal with. Which, I mean, hopefully he'd be, you know, on that, but. I don't know, dog. NBA YoungBoy the GOAT. Why YoungBoy better is what I'm hearing all over the internet now.
Okay, here's my question: Is he gonna hire Johnny Depp's lawyer?
No, he's got these hip hop lawyers like on lock, like the good lawyers. Like I didn't follow the case, but here's what I had heard.
Are they pulling out the Ouija board and summoning Kim's dad?
Nah, they're going crazy. Apparently, like the defenses they're able to use was like there was a picture of YoungBoy with a gun that appeared to be the same gun that was found in the car. So he's claiming that's not my gun. Well, they're saying like, well, we have a picture of you with this gun.
That ain't me.
Lawyer said that's an airsoft gun. That's an airsoft pellet gun. And the jury, that's one of the pieces. I don't know how much other evidence was refuted, but jury found him not guilty. And that's even after news was circulating about like one of the jurors. They took him off because they asked him like, are you going to be able to be non-biased? And he said, I'm a YoungBoy fan, to be honest with you. I'm going to be biased.
Yeah.
And so then they had to remove him. So even after getting one of the fans knocked off the stand, he still beat the Fed case.
Okay.
Airsoft, gun.
Allegedly.
And him and the lawyer, he said, thanks to my lawyer. He goes like, nah, thanks to the people. The lawyer said, nah, thanks to, the people around him, his family, and, the fact that he wasn't guilty. And he goes, yep, never guilty. Never was guilty. And that's the way they run it. And that's the way it is. And that's, what I'm saying? The way that they're doing things out in the streets right now, it's...
You better not go to Atlanta, bro. I don't know if that stuff's going to fly over there.
It's not... Well, so speaking of, we're going to continue on this route.
Okay.
The DA, the Fulton County DA, who, got all this stuff going with this YSL RICO case, has announced that there's 2 high-profile rappers and their gangs getting hit with a RICO in the next 60 days.
Uh-oh.
So that's going to be a very interesting thing to see.
You think they're coming after Dirk?
No, I think they're coming after Baby. I'm not 100% sure who else it'd be. Possibly Playboy Cardi.
No, he's with the Vamps, bro.
No, dude, but the thing that happened is that both of their sets and their labels or their things were listed in the indictment. There was a whole other group of other sets and whatever that were listed in this indictment of basically the feds, or not the feds, but
the Vamps aren't
the DAs
a gang.
are looking for.
The Vamps aren't a gang. They're just Vamps.
No, but that's the thing is what they're looking for, like any sort of like anything. Like if you were just like doing your thing and you're hanging with your Vamps, it's one thing. But like I'm hearing that like Cardi's out here like sucking blood out of people, and you know what I mean. Like you're leaving people dead on the streets with like bites in their like necks, and some people are saying that it's
just cooling it with the Vamps.
Some people are saying that it's vampire bites. Some people are saying it's bath salt bites. I don't really know what's going on in the streets, and they're basically saying that like Cardi and his Vamps and YSL and their goons are like responsible for like 48% of the crime in like Atlanta or something like that. Like that might be crazy, but apparently like these groups are responsible for a lot of the violence that's going on in Atlanta, and these are like
you think if they pull in Baby, the Icebox guys are gonna go like testify for the like, how they get like people to like, nah, I know their character, like they're a good guy.
Yeah, they'll be like, yo,
you think Icebox is gonna pull up?
I think so. The Icebox will be like, yo, he came in through, spent a bag, bought his boys a chain, bought his mom a chain, bought his grandmother a chain, bought me a chain even though I was selling it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, no. If they lock Baby up, I just want someone to go into the courtroom and play the bigger picture and be like,
yo.
He wrote the bigger picture. How's he going?
Oh, yeah. So it's like when Ye said, I made Jesus walk, so I'm never going to hell.
Yeah. Like, that's the... Wait, was it Jesus Walks he said?
Yeah.
Okay. My whole thing is, like, I really think if someone comes in here, plays the bigger picture, be like, this is the system right here. He explained the system. You're really going to lock him up and adding more fuel to the fire of this system? How disrespectful of y'all. I think that's how it's going to go. I think that's what's happening.
What if... I think he has to wait to get indicted, maybe, like... I don't know.
What?
I was going to say something stupid. It's not funny.
Is he going to... Oh, my gosh. he writes like a Tahc the race type song.
Yeah.
He writes a I'm gonna beat this RICO song, and then he flies to a country where he can't be extradited.
Yeah. He goes to like we're like a tax haven kind of place. Like he goes to like Monaco or something.
No, but it has to be a place where they can't send you back though. Like, where was Epstein chilling at?
No. You mean Snowden? Where's Snowden at?
Where is Snowden at? Isn't it like, why do people say Mexico? Do we not? Mexico be extraditing people, right? Like Mexico be working with our government.
No, bro. You give Mexico the right price, they sending you back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why people act like I'll just escape to Mexico. Mexico is gonna give you right the fuck back.
Yeah.
So actually, speaking of people giving you right back, because we're gonna end here in a little bit, there's been actually a few rapper jail type situations that we need to breeze over. There was a rumor that Drake had gotten arrested in, I believe, Sweden. I'm not sure if it was Sweden or some other foreign country.
On some Rocky stuff?
Yeah, but on some marijuana related charges. And then all these rumors were going around, and then all of the people from Drake's team basically said, "No, Drake's at his hotel. He's all good and clean." Kodak Black, on the other hand, just got arrested in Florida again.
Super gremlin.
$75,000 in his car. I know it's a big number difference, but I'm pretty sure it's the higher number. But if it's not, I don't want to sound wild. It was either 30 or 300 plus oxys. So they hit him with trafficking. They hit him with trafficking charges. And but I think he's gonna be okay on this one. As far as like, it's not gonna be like a crazy thing. He'll probably this won't be like a take it to trial type thing. But he getting himself under some situations. I don't know what's happening. He got pardoned from Trump. Now he back on
his gremlin,
super gremlin mode.
Yeah.
And free Drake, even though he ain't locked up, free Drake. And that's just like where we're at, though.
I want to end with a ethics question.
Right.
Kind of a what came first, the chicken or the egg type thing.
Okay.
Is it Texas where this trial's happening, where some woman allegedly was on the HOV lane and got pulled over,
right?
And she said, "Nah, there's actually two people in the car," and the cop's like, "Yo, like I don't see nobody. Like,
right?
What you mean?" And she's like, "I'm pregnant." I can be on the HOV lane.
It was in Texas. I agree with her. If Texas is going to be so stringent on that and make it such a big deal, then yes, you must deal with the bullshit. You must deal with the mental gymnastics that's going to come from it, because you're going to fuck yourself. Because now if you're going to say it's not for whatever reason, cool, let me abort it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much just 100% let it go. Take the loss. They got you.
Yeah.
And let it be.
Yeah.
Because you are going to create more turmoil for yourself as an entire state than it's worth.
Yeah.
And I salute to the girl, salute to the woman.
Yeah.
Her body, her choice. And
can we just hop in the HOV lane and be like, first of all, you don't know my gender, I'm pregnant.
Yes. That's honestly what I think we should be able to do. I mean, honestly, it's just at that point in this part of society, we now have to just like play the loopholes, play our cards, and just do the only thing that we can to kind of like meander our way through freedom around here. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only way.
Yeah.
But I think we got what we need.
Yeah.
I do just want to say, hit that share, hit the subscribe, hit that like, hit the bell. There's a bell on the top. If you're on YouTube, it'll let you know when we have things coming out so that you guys can stay on top of it. And pull up the anchor, drop the anchor, tell your Theos that we're out here speaking reckless, speaking on behalf of them and their feelings.
Wearing Lulu pants.
I have Crocs on right now. Y'all can't see, but I got the Crocs on.
In sport mode.
Man's pulled up in Crocs and shambles. You know what I'm saying?
The Crocs are in sport mode. We mansplaining.
We're ready to go. And it just is what it is. We'll see you next time. Pull up and pull out, because
it's
Texas.
It's a wrap.
We out.